Nestled in a quiet corner of the city, where the urban sprawl meets the whispering woods, stood a house unlike any other. At first glance, it might seem out of place, but as you take in its industrial beauty, it becomes clear that this is no ordinary home. This was a 4-story masterpiece, constructed entirely out of shipping containers, a testament to innovation, determination, and the pursuit of a dream. Chapter 1. The Vision. Samantha Clarke had always been a dreamer. From a young age, she found beauty in the most unexpected places: rusted metal, abandoned buildings, forgotten relics of a bygone era. Her parents often worried about her obsession with what they called junk, but to Samantha, each discarded item held a story waiting to be told. As she grew older, Samantha's fascination turned into a passion for architecture and sustainable living. While her peers pursued careers in finance and technology, Samantha enrolled in an unconventional architecture program that emphasized eco-friendly designs and repurposing materials. It was during one of her classes that she stumbled upon the concept of shipping container homes. The idea sparked something deep within her, a way to merge her love for the industrial with a sustainable lifestyle. After years of working in the industry, honing her skills and saving every penny, Samantha finally decided it was time to bring her vision to life. She bought a small plot of land on the edge of the city, where she could blend the vibrancy of urban life with the tranquility of nature. But she wasn't just building a home, she was creating a statement. Chapter 2. The Challenges. The journey was far from easy. The moment Samantha announced her plan to build a home out of shipping containers, she was met with skepticism. Friends and family questioned her sanity. "Why not just build a normal house?" they would ask. But Samantha was undeterred. She had always thrived on challenges, and this was no different. The first obstacle was finding the right containers. She spent months scouring ports and junkyards, searching for containers that had character. She wanted each one to have a story, a history that she could weave into her design. After countless negotiations and a few dead ends, she finally found 4 containers that spoke to her. Each one bore the scars of its past: dents, scratches, and faded logos, markings of a life spent traversing the globe. With the containers in place, the next challenge was convincing the city council to approve her unconventional design. The bureaucratic red tape was thick, and the idea of a container home in their picturesque town was met with resistance. But Samantha's passion was infectious. She spent hours presenting her case, showcasing her meticulous plans, and emphasizing the eco-friendly aspects of her design. In the end, she won them over. Chapter 3. Building the Dream. The construction phase was both exhilarating and exhausting. Every day brought new challenges, from welding the containers together to insulating the metal walls without compromising the design's integrity. Samantha was hands-on throughout the process, working alongside the construction crew, ensuring every detail was perfect. The first floor was designed as a communal space. The open concept layout featured a spacious living room with large windows that allowed natural light to flood the room. The container's original steel walls were left exposed, but they were treated with a special coating to prevent rust and add a touch of modern elegance. The kitchen, with its sleek, minimalist design, was a chef's dream, complete with state-of-the-art appliances and custom-made cabinetry that maximized space. The second floor was dedicated to guest rooms and a cozy reading nook. Samantha wanted her guests to feel at home, so each room was designed with comfort in mind. Soft, earthy tones contrasted with the industrial feel of the containers, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. The reading nook, tucked away in a corner, was Samantha's favorite spot. With a large window overlooking the woods, it was the perfect place to escape with a good book. The third floor housed the master suite, a sanctuary for Samantha. The room was spacious, with a large bed positioned in the center. The walls were lined with bookshelves, filled with Samantha's collection of architectural books and travel journals. A sliding door led to a private balcony, where Samantha could sit and watch the stars at night. The ensuite bathroom was a work of art, with a freestanding tub positioned next to a floor-to-ceiling window, offering a breathtaking view of the surrounding forest. The fourth floor was perhaps the most unique. Samantha designed it as a creative studio, a space where she could let her imagination run wild. The open floor plan allowed for various workstations, an easel for painting, a drafting table for her architectural designs, and a large desk for her writing. The walls were adorned with her sketches and photographs from her travels, but the pièce de résistance was the rooftop garden. Accessible through a set of sliding glass doors, the garden was a lush oasis, filled with flowers, herbs, and a small vegetable patch. It was Samantha's retreat, a place where she could reconnect with nature and find inspiration. Chapter 4. The Housewarming. The day the house was completed was a day of mixed emotions for Samantha. She had poured her heart and soul into this project, and now it was finally finished. To celebrate, she decided to host a housewarming party, inviting friends, family, and even the city council members who had initially doubted her. As her guests arrived, their initial skepticism melted away. The house was a marvel, bold, yet inviting, industrial, yet warm. They marveled at the clever use of space, the seamless blend of modern design with the rawness of the containers, and the attention to detail in every corner of the home. Samantha led them on a tour, explaining the history behind each container, the challenges she had faced, and the joy of seeing her vision come to life. By the end of the night, even the harshest critics were won over. The house was not just a home. It was a symbol of what could be achieved with creativity, determination, and a little bit of steel. Chapter 5. Living the Dream. In the months that followed, Samantha settled into her new home, finding peace in the rhythm of her daily life. The house became a reflection of who she was, a dreamer, a creator, a woman unafraid to challenge convention. She spent her mornings in the rooftop garden, tending to her plants and sipping coffee as the sun rose over the city. The afternoons were dedicated to her work, sketching new designs or writing in her studio. And in the evenings, she would retreat to her balcony, watching the stars as she reflected on her journey. The house became a beacon of inspiration for others. Architects and designers visited to study her work. Journalists wrote articles praising her innovative design. And young dreamers, much like Samantha had once been, sought her advice on how to turn their unconventional ideas into reality. But for Samantha, the greatest reward was the sense of fulfillment she felt every time she walked through her front door. The house was more than just a place to live. It was a manifestation of her dreams, a reminder that anything was possible if you dared to believe. And so, within the steel walls of her 4-story home, Samantha Clarke lived her dream, a life filled with creativity, passion, and a little bit of magic.